In the early morning hours of April 29, 2018, police responded to a report of a hit-and-run outside a home in Alpine, Texas. When they arrived, officers found 37-year-old father Aquiles Gonzales critically injured and clinging to life. Aquiles was transported to Big Bend Regional Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. Witnesses told investigators that Aquiles had been struck by an SUV driven by the mother of his child, Lisette McGuire. Detectives also learned that although McGuire was married to another man, she was in an on-again, off-again relationship with Aquiles. Witnesses reported a verbal and physical altercation between the two just before she allegedly hit him with her vehicle. An APB was issued for McGuire, and she was arrested for DUI by a sheriff's deputy 30 miles away in Marathon, Texas. Another man, 48-year-old John J. Whitley, was also in the SUV at the time of the incident. He was charged with failing to report a felony. Lisette McGuire is transported back to Alpine for questioning about Aquiles' death.
Did you want to close the door, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So, have a seat. We'll talk here. All right. So, we start off by giving some introductions here. Today's April 29th, 2018. It is 5:07 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Lisette, just spell your name for me. Just make sure I spelled correctly.
Lisette.
Lisettee.
Yes, sir.
And McGuire spelled?
MC, capital Guire.
Okay. All right. So, just so that you understand, we are charging you with murder.
Excuse me?
Aquiles has dead. Okay. So.
No.
So I'm going to advise you of your rights. Okay. You have a right to make silent, not make any statement at all, and that any statement that you make may be used against your child. Do you understand that? Okay. Do you understand that? Any statement that you make may be used as evidence against you in court. Do you understand that? You have a right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any question. Do you understand that? If you are unable to employ a lawyer, you have a right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during any question. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to terminate the interview anytime you want. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So understanding your rights, you do have the opportunity to
terminate this interview.
Yes, ma'am. And so before I do that, I would like for you to read these rights again to yourself. All right. Initial each one, so that you understand them. Okay. Now, reading that last paragraph, it says, and prior to and during the making of this statement, knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waive those rights set forth in this document, and do hereby agree to answer questions and make a free and voluntary statement. Do you understand that? Okay. Do you want to provide me a statement?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and sign here. And as you can see, this interview's been recorded. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. I did explain to you what charge you're facing. Okay. So what I'd like to do now is find out what happened. Is that?
He had contacted me today and told me that he was leaving his girlfriend and that he wanted to try and work things out. And I had told him I wanted my family back. And we had left it at that. And he contacted me again and said, I have nowhere to live. I'm moving all of my stuff out. And I asked, where are you going? And he said, I have nowhere to live. And this is all by text message. And I asked him, I was like, well, why don't you go to your parents' house? And he said, I can't. So at that point, that's when he had said he was with Dave, Samaripas. And then he called me, and I could tell that he was very inebriated. And
what time was this?
This is before 10 o'clock. And I had told him, I was like, just hang tight. We'll try and figure this out. So then I came up here to Alpine, and he had said that he needed help moving out of his house that he was residing in. And so I came up here, and at that point, I don't know if he thought that my friend was my husband that I had brought with me, but he became very violent. And as you can see, he choked me out against my vehicle, head-butted me in the face. At that point, my friend came out of the vehicle and was like, hey man, you can't be doing that. You can't be hitting a female like that. And they started to fight. And again, of course, I'm trying to get in the middle of it. And I'm like, what are you doing? I don't understand why you're so angry. I'm trying to help. And he's here to help me. And he just began, you're nothing but a whore. I can't believe you would bring that motherfucker here.
So he started choking you out?
He gets my car. And at that point, that's when I started to strike him. I started hitting him. Granted, I've never been in a fight in my life. That's why they took me to the hospital, because they thought that was broken. And he wouldn't let go. And that's where that came from, as well as something over here. I'm not sure what's there. And I told my friend, I was like, let's just get out of here. He's not, I don't know what's going on. And at that point, a guy, I don't know who he is, came over and was like, you need to get the hell out of here. You need to get the hell out of here. You don't belong here. I've never seen this man before. No. And I mean, working where I used to, I can honestly say I've never seen this man.
Where did you come from, inside the house, or?
No, he came from the street. He came up from behind me.
Okay.
So I don't know where he came from. If it was his house. And he told me, I don't want the cops around here. You need to get the hell out of here. And I told him, I'm trying to help him. He said he has nowhere to go. I'm just trying to help. And at that point, he was like, no, you don't understand. And then he got in Aquiles' face and was telling him, you can't be hitting her like that. You can't be hitting her. Because then he came at me again. And my friend then got in the vehicle.
And your friend's name?
Jay.
Okay.
Whitley.
Jay Whitley.
I don't know. Jay is his legal name, but I know last name is Whitley. And at that point, he kept telling me, let's just get out of here, let's get out of here. And I was trying to open my door, and Aquiles just kept on, and nothing but nothing but. Why would you bring your husband over here? And I kept telling him, it's not my husband. It's not my husband. This is my friend. We're trying to help you. You said you have nowhere to go. But yet, at this point, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to help you. And he was like, just get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here. Go back with your fat little husband. And I got in my vehicle. I was sitting there crying, and my friend kept trying to console me. You're gonna be okay. You're married. You don't need him. And I was like, I understand that, but I'm trying to help my son's father out.
Mm-hmm.
I am trying to be there for him, even if he doesn't deserve me to be there for him for what he did to me. I'm still that's my son's father. What can I do? And he just kept telling me, just let's go, let's get out of here. It's only going to get worse. And that's when we left. But we left, and we left the location. We went to Stripes. He went in and bought whatever he bought. And we left to Marathon. Now, I know on the way up here, I hit a deer. I know I did, because he told me, it's like, we pulled over on the side of the road, and he pulled the piece that was flapping off, and he pulled it off with my car. And I had asked him to put it in the back seat. Whether he did or didn't, I don't know.
So, going back to being at Aquiles' house,
I don't know. I was parked there, and then he said, we got to get out of here. That this is enough. Enough is enough. He's beaten you as much as he can. We've already fought. We can't help him. And we left.
where was he standing? Where was Aquiles standing when you were going?
I have no idea. He had to have been, I don't know if he went back inside. I don't know if he was still talking to that guy. Because at that point, I was crying hysterically. Because I literally came up here from Marathon. I left my husband at home to come and try and help my son's father.
So, who are you married to?
Adam Molina.
Adam Molina. And you have a child with Aquiles.
Yeah.
And this Jay Whitley is just a friend.
Oh yeah, he's just a friend.
What time did you start drinking today?
Probably around almost 10. Because I know I had one draft beer at the Brick Wall. And then they closed down at 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And we went over to the Gauge.
Who are you with?
My mom, Leandra Ramirez, her boyfriend, Mary Lou Estrella, Adam. And then Jay was there, but he was in the back.
Mm-hmm. And then you went to the Gauge?
Yeah, we were all at the Gauge.
Mm-hmm.
At the Brick Vault, it was my mom, Leandra, her boyfriend, Mary Lou. And that's, who was hanging out together, just us that were there.
And from there you went to the Gauge, and then from the Gauge, how long were you at the Gauge?
We weren't even there until closing, and closing tonight is 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to look at my phone to see what time the phone calls came in.
Mm-hmm. Can I have your consent to go through your phone?
Yes.
What's your password?
It's a L.
No. What kind of phone is it?
Samsung.
Samsung what?
S8.
What's your phone number?
Because it's going to be
The dots.
9 dots, and it's going to just be a regular dot.
I'd like to get some pictures of them.
That's right. The deputy has already got them.
Good start.
always have love for him. I think he gave me the most precious gift in the world, my baby.
What's going to happen is you're going to see a judge tomorrow. We'll set a bond. Okay? You know where I work. If you want to come talk to me, you're more than welcome to. Okay? We've also arrested Jay for felony report felony. So he's here in jail as well. Do you have any questions for me?
I'll be honest with you, I am very dizzy right now. And I don't know what kind of shot they gave me at the hospital.
I'll give you some good painkillers. So let me get you to the dealer so they can. Oh, I need to take some. You stand up for me again? Put your hand on the table so you can raise your face. She's ready to go, man. Okay. Did you have one for me? Okay. Alright, does it? Again, if you're more than welcome to talk to me, okay? Alright.
Lisette McGuire was charged with first-degree murder. Her bail was set at $150,000, and she was soon released on bond. While awaiting trial, McGuire appeared to turn her life around, stopping using drugs and having another child with her husband, Adam Molina. Then, in a bizarre twist just 10 months after Aquiles' death, McGuire, Jay Whitley, and Adam Molina were arrested in connection with 2 drive-by shootings that had targeted vehicles at Aquiles' home just 2 months before the fatal hit-and-run. At her homicide trial in 2023, Lisette McGuire was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to 37 years in prison. A year later, a judge ordered a new trial after finding McGuire's counsel had erred. McGuire's guilty verdict remained in place, but the new trial reduced her sentence to just 2 years. The 2018 misdemeanor charge against Jay Whitley was eventually dismissed.